What's happening, everyone? Welcome to this late Monday night edition of the Robert Ford Sports Minute. It's about 1 a.m. for you all on the East Coast, 10 p.m. here in Las Vegas. And yes, I'm back in the Stu studio right here in Vegas. We're going to get right into it. Who are my top five teams in the National Hockey League right now? Number one is a no-brainer. Colorado Avalanche have been flat out impressive, right? They're the fastest team on skates. They're doing it on both ends of the ice, and they are the clear favorite to bring the Stanley Cup back to Denver. Number two, Dallas Stars. They've been just as impressive, right? I know Colorado's the clear number one, but Dallas is certainly the clear number two. They have been quietly going about their business. They have been very impressive. Number three, the Carolina Hurricanes, the best team in the Eastern Conference right now. Number four, the Minnesota Wild. And watch this team. I think this is a team that could climb, right? They might be the best defensive team in hockey. They got two really good goalies on their roster as well. So watch the Minnesota Wild to possibly ascend going into the second half of the season. And number five, my Las Vegas Golden Knights. They're climbing as well as they're in first place in their division. Tonight in the NHL, Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers, these two teams have become rivals right there in Florida, right? And Florida Panthers, the two-time defending NHL champions, right? They went on the road and spanked the Lightning, and the Lightning have been playing well. And Florida's just a middle of the pack team in their division right now, right? But look, I believe at some point this season they'll start playing like the championship team of the last 2 years. Let's look at some of these games on tomorrow night here in the National Hockey League. We're going to talk about those. You got the Utah Mammoth on the road against the Boston Bruins. I'm going with the Bruins in that matchup. The Philadelphia Flyers at the Montreal Canadiens. Both of these teams are improved from last year, but I'm going with the Canadiens. Two more teams are improved from last year. The New York Islanders at the Detroit Red Wings. I'm going with the traditional team and the Detroit Red Wings. The Washington Capitals, right, led by Alex Ovechkin on the road against the Minnesota Wild. Look, I don't usually pick against Alex Ovechkin, but I just talked about the Minnesota Wild being a team that's ascending. It might be the best defensive team in the National Hockey League. Two really good goalies. I'm picking the Wild at home. Let's move over to college basketball. Iowa State, they are a team you better watch, right? They are surging right now. They're still undefeated. They had an impressive win against Purdue a week and a half ago. And look, we say going into the season that Purdue might be the best team in college basketball, and Iowa State made them look average, right? Impressive win. Tom Izzo getting a contract extension. He's one of my favorite coaches in college basketball. They play a physical brand. They're always going to defend. They're always going to out-rebound you. And if they can score points, you have no chance at beating that Michigan State team. And then we talk about Darren Peterson for Kansas. Look like he's going to be back soon. Kansas has been playing pretty well without him, right? But they are definitely a better team with him. He may be the possible number one pick in the NBA draft, right? So definitely want to check out this Kansas team. Tomorrow night in college basketball, the game of the night, Louisville at Tennessee. These teams are led by dynamic freshmen, Louisville, Markel Brown Jr., and Tennessee, Nate Ament. Both of these could be top 10 picks in the NBA draft. You definitely want to check them out if you're an NBA draft or NBA fan. These guys will be playing in the NBA. I'm picking Tennessee in that game. Let's talk about some college football here. We're going to talk about some Division One AA semifinals. Montana Grizzlies at the Montana State Bobcats this Saturday, semifinal matchup. Yes, I spent a lot of time in Montana, so I know about this rivalry. They talk a lot of trash in Montana. I'm picking the Bobcats. They're at home in Bozeman, Montana. I'm picking the Bobcats in that one. A couple of bowl games, the Cheez-It Bowl and the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl in Orlando, right? You have Texas against Michigan. Obviously, we know about Michigan's coaching situation. Texas have some players that are withdrawn for this game, but Arch Manning looks like he's still going to play. Another game for him to develop going into next season. I'm picking Texas right now to clear to win this game with the turmoil at Michigan right now. And then the Relia Quest Bowl in Tampa, Iowa against Vanderbilt. I'm picking, as long as Pavia is playing for Vanderbilt, I'm picking Vanderbilt to win in Tampa. All right, everyone, I'm going to wrap up this sports clip Y'all have an amazing rest of the week. Be blessed, everyone. Have some fun.